Okay, so I was walking through the hall in Gencon and I saw a booth with some of the most gorgeous miniatures I've ever seen. And it turns out the company is called Lethal Shadows. So I have the owner here. How's it going?
Doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. What's your name again?
Patrick.
Patrick. Nice to meet you. Can you tell us a little bit about Lethal Shadows?
Yeah. So at our core, we are a miniatures company. We focus on very high-end sculpts with the absolute best production you can get. So the models are going to be master grade. So every single one is not going to be mass produced. It's not going to be pulled from a mold that degrades every pull. It's a master grade. As a matter of fact, we have companies that come to us to print their masters for their molds. So we focus on the ultimate experience for a mini.
Very cool. And the stuff is made out of resin, is that right?
Yep, resin. Yep. So much so that we actually made our own resin. So the red resin you see on the minis there, that's our new resin, and we're actually bottling it and providing it for people that want to 3D print themselves.
And what are the advantages of that? I know I picked one of them up, and they're a lot heavier than typical resin. What are the advantages of that material? Yeah,
people get surprised about how resin could be heavier, right? And that material has been generated to be higher quality reproduction, so lower shrink rate. We have 0.3% shrink rate on that. More durability, so it has more flexibility. It's not going to let you bend something 180 degrees, right? But it's going to be more flexible, so you can actually use it, play with it, display it. If it takes a tumble, it's not going to shatter, right? And it actually looks good without even painting. It actually photographs very well. So those are the three things we wanted to hit. We nailed it, and now we're actually moved our entire production to that resin.
Very cool, very cool. There is a surprising variety of different kinds of models over there. Do you do mostly in-house sculptors, or do you work with other people? How does that go?
Yeah, so we actually have a mixture. We're a full-service shop, so we can do everything from concept art to sculpting in-house, production runs, painting, full-service painting as well. We are actually making a lot of our sculpts, but what you're seeing on the wall is a good mixture of stuff that's officially licensed from the artists. We work with over 50 artists all around the world.
Wow.
And what you see here on the wall, we have about 150 models displayed here.
Yeah.
On our website, we have 1,500, and our backlog is over 20,000.
Wow.
So yeah, we've got probably one of the largest libraries out there for models.
Quite a few. That is extremely impressive. Now, I know you also do you sell some of them painted? Do you have commission painters that do that?
Yeah, so 100% of our models that you can order online can be ordered painted. And we've got artists in-house in our studio. They're using our paints, our brushes, in order to paint those and get them out to you. And we will not go below a display piece quality. And we can go all the way up to box art and competition grade as well. And you can email in and request about those.
Yeah, it's super impressive stuff. I was just talking to one of the painters, and some of the stuff that he worked on was very gorgeous. So I just picked up a couple of, let's say, legally distinct but kind of Final Fantasy characters, because that's really cool. Where do you get the ideas for the types of models that you want to do? Because like I said, there's a pretty wide variety of different stuff over there.
Yeah, so like I said, we have a mixture of stuff that's licensed officially and stuff that we create. So for the stuff that we create in-house, I look at gaps that are things that are missing, right? Or things that haven't been touched much, but there's some interest there.
Yeah.
So we go after those. The next big thing we're doing as our own original sculpt is going to be one of the big dragons, but we're doing an elder worm that has it's a fire breath weapon, so a red dragon that is actually engulfed in flames, and part of it has actually been consumed by the fire, so you can see the fire sculpted in to the chest and the wings. Cool. So something like that I haven't seen out there.
Yeah.
So we want to bring it to fruition and have it come into reality.
Very cool. So where do folks go if they want to check out your stuff? Just on the website?
So lethalshadows.com is the best way to reach us. So we ship worldwide. Within the US, if you hit $99 or more for your order, free shipping. Come check us out. We've got dice, we've got minis, we've got paints. We have our new airbrush that just launched as well.
Wow.
So yeah, full ecosystem.
Very cool. All right, maybe the hardest question. What is your favorite model that I can go look at that's on display right now, and you can't say the really big dragon in the case?
Actually, I think you might be surprised. So one of my darling models that I just love, just because I came up with the concept from start to finish, the Frost Elf.
Okay.
She has a good pose to her. She's got a good attitude to her. She's sturdy. She paints very well. So that's one of my favorites, and she's actually here. So you can have a look at her. She's awesome. Also, we can scale models even when you order them online. So I love scaling her up to 3 times her size as a nice display piece.
Nice display, yeah.
And the detail's still in there.
Right.
So it looks amazing.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more from Gencon 2024. Huge thank you to the Extremely Cool Kids tier on Patreon, the Steam Powered Scoundrels, Dogmatize, Devin, and the Spilled Paint Pot, and thanks for watching.